we are going to just review 2D shapes, area, and perimeter today. Before we jump into some surface area and volume, it's just good to remember, shapes exist. I can find the surface area, I can find the area, I can find the perimeter. Okay, so on the front page, you have a formula sheet. So it has the name of the shape, a picture of it, and how to find the area. Right, the perimeter, you just add all the sides together. There's no formula for that. You just go around and add them all up. So these are all for the area, okay? So you can flip back and forth. There are things on the back of it. So, yeah. Anywho, let's get started. So this first one is a rectangle. So the perimeter, I'm just going to add all of them together. And then some properties of rectangles is that if this side is 10 feet, this side is also 10 feet. And then if this side is 12 feet, then this side is 12 feet. So to find the perimeter, I'm just going to do 12 plus 12. Then I'm going to add the 10 plus 10. And just 12 plus 12 plus 10 plus 10 is 44 feet. So if I was going to walk around this rectangle, I would have walked 44 feet. So the area for a rectangle is the length times the width. And I use a cursive L because my non-cursive L's look like ones, and that gets kind of confusing. Okay, so the length is 10, and the width is 12. 10 times 12 is 120. And then if I was going to fill this with a bunch of little squares, it would take 120 of those squares. So that's going to be square feet to fill up that shape. Right, if it was a foot by foot square, it'd take 120 of those. All right, this shape, because it has two sides that match, it's a square. So the perimeter, all of these are going to match. Right, so those are all together. So I could do, I'll show you two different ways. Okay, so you can do 5.2 plus 5.2, right? You're just going to add that together, plus 5.2 plus 5.2. But that's kind of a lot of writing. So since I know that there's four sides that are all exactly the same, we could also just do 4 times that one side for a square. Bam. And that's inches. So to walk around that square would be 20.8 inches. The area for a square is the side length squared. Remember, I use cursive S's because my non-cursive S's and my 5s look the same. So this is just really the side times the side. So 5.2 times 5.2 is 27.04 square inches. All right, for a triangle, the perimeter of a triangle, you just add all the sides together. 8 plus 7 plus 9 is 24 yards. So to walk around that triangle, it would take 24 yards. The area for a triangle is 1/2 of the base times the height. So we always start by writing our formula. So this is 1/2. The base is 9. And the height is where it meets it at this 90-degree angle. So this 6. So wherever I see this little square in the corner, those two make the base and the height. So I'm just going to do what's inside of the parentheses first. 9 times 6 is 54. Oops, 54. Then I'm just going to divide that by 2 to find half of it. 27 square yards. Two more. So we have trapezoid, parallelogram. So here's my trapezoid. The area comes from this base plus this base divided by 2, then times the height. But for the perimeter, you just add all the outsides together. So the perimeter comes from, we'll start down here, 1.8 plus 2.4 plus 4.8 plus 2.6. And you're going to just punch that all in, 1.8 plus 2.4 plus 4.8 plus 2.6. 11.6 feet. So if I was a little ant and I was going to walk around that perimeter, okay, it would take me 11.6 feet. Okay, all right, so the area, going back to our formula, start by writing your formula, is you have the top base A plus the bottom base B, whatever that is, divided by 2, then times the height. So we're going to take the top base A, not bad, so 4.8, plus the bottom base of 1.8, divided by 2, then times the height, which is the height inside of it, it's that straight line, so times 2. Oh no, there it goes. So we have to start with what's on top of the fraction first. So we're going to do 4.8 plus 1.8 is 9.6. Divided by 2. Then times 2. Then I'm going to do this division. And we still have to do that times 2. We end up back at 9.6, but just to show you the process. Square feet. All right, last one we have is a parallelogram. So these two sides are parallel, and then these two sides are parallel. So 2 sets of parallel sides. And the perimeter, you just add all the sides together. So this side is 5, which means that this side is 5. This is 4.1, so this one is also 4.1. So to find the perimeter, I'm just going to add all those together. 5 plus 5 plus 4.1 plus 4.1. 5 plus 4.1 plus 4.1 is 18.2 feet. Okay, then the area comes from the base times the height. So we start by writing down our formula. Okay. So you see the base and the height, just like a triangle, meet at this 90-degree angle. So I find this little square, which means that this one's the base and this one's the height. So my base is 5, and my height is where it meets it at a 90-degree angle, so this is 3.2. And then you just multiply those together. Oh, that's nice. It's 16 square feet. Okie dokie. So that is our 2D shapes review. Don't forget, you have this formula page you can use on the front. So go ahead and use that. Other than that, that's it.